Welcome back to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, in the 2022 NCAA Division III Baseball Championships. It's day one, and it is about to commence with Game 3 of 4 here on day one. It features the 7 seeds, the Yellowjackets of Baldwin Wallace, taking on the number 2 seeds, the Warriors from Eastern Connecticut State. Bob Brainerd along with Bill Brophy and our terrific crew here in Iowa. We've already seen 2 of the 4 games played. In Pool A, the winners advance. Those winners are Marietta. They did it in shutout fashion, 7-0 over Catholic. And Salisbury, the latest to advance, the defending champs from 2021, convincing win over Wisconsin Stevens Point, 8-2. So they move into the winners' side. Stevens Point and Catholic move into the elimination game tomorrow morning. Now you see the rest of the brackets here in Pool B. Warriors and Yellowjackets, LaGrange and Trinity, Texas will follow with the nightcap.
Well, the top seeds hold in Pool A. Pitching performances stood out. Trent Valentine, Sam Matthews with a 4-hitter for Marietta. Jimmy Atkins with a 6-hit complete game. He's the pitcher of the year in D3 for Salisbury. So we saw everything go according to Hoyle this morning. Eastern Connecticut, the prohibitive favorite here against Baldwin Wallace. They got more wins than anybody in the country. We're about ready to go in the first game in Bracket 2 or Pool B.
Billy Oldham is the right-handed pitcher, junior from Brookfield, Connecticut. He will get the baseball here in Game 3 for the Warriors.
Oldham on the year, 10-2 with a 248 earned run average. This is his 15th appearance, his 14th start. He's thrown a couple complete games and a couple shutouts at 83 1/3 innings. Oldham's allowed 64 hits, 23 earned runs, walked 18, struck out 104. Opponents have hit 211 against Billy Oldham.
Stepping in, Vincent Capalupo, the center fielder, takes strike one. Big, tall drink of water, 6'3", 175. Capalupo, Ludwig, the shortstop, Vonderhaar, the first baseman, Holt, the DH in the cleanup spot, and it's a base hit to right field for the leadoff man. Guggenheim, the second baseman, bats 5th, and Wilson, the right fielder, Monicki, the catcher, Kalenic, the third baseman, bats 8th for Baldwin Wallace, and then Parker, the left fielder, bats 9th. And the Jackets jump on Oldham right out of the gate here.
Yeah, Kalupo, 381 hitter, sets the table, gets aboard.
Strike to Ludwig, the shortstop.
Like Capalupo. He's a second-team all-region performer, 365 hitter with 9 homers, 43 RBIs.
And Oldham working quickly here after giving up that leadoff single. Ahead of Ludwig, 0-2.
Ludwig's the best hitter on his team average-wise.
Backhanded scoop there by Malcolm, the catcher, 1-2. Just the second appearance ever in the NCAA Division III World Series by Baldwin Wallace.
They went 2 in barbecue their first time here at 2014. They'd like to hang around a little longer this go-round.
Fights that pitch off foul.
He finished in 3rd place in the Ohio Athletic Conference. The champs of that conference are Marietta, so 2 teams from the league here in the Final 8 playing for the NCAA title.
That one poked foul. The defense for the Warriors, Masagno's in left, Bagassarian in center, Claiborne in right, Broadhurst, Donahue, Plantamuro, and Tower left to right in the infield, and Malcolm's the catcher for the right-hander Oldham. 1-2 to Ludwig. Make it 2-2. Sunshine here in Cedar Rapids. We've had it from beginning to end. Great day for baseball, morning and now into the afternoon, and going to seep into the evening hours. The sun will start to play a factor on the right side. Right now, no shadow creeping up on home plate, but still a ways to go until it gets there. 2-2 to Alex Ludwig. Time called. The home plate umpire is Justin Sims for this contest. Ron Black is at first base. Donnie Smith is the crew chief. He's at second base. And Mike Griffin mans the line down at third. Bouncing ball into right field. Another base hit. Yellowjackets with back-to-back singles in the first.
So they got something going off the hop. Both singles to right field. And with 2 on, this is their big run producer, Luke Vandehar, coming up. This has happened a lot. Get out there, seeing Kep Lupo and Ludwig on base. Pulls that ball into right field, just out of the reach of the second baseman, Planamuro. And the Yellowjackets have something going.
Vandehar, the first baseman. Big bat up there and a big opportunity right out of the gate.
And our .344 hitter with 19 homers, 68 RBIs. He's a fourth-team All-American.
Way upstairs, 2-0.
Vandehar hit just 5 home runs in the previous 2 years. Just mentioned he's got 19 this year, so quite a comeback story for Vandehar.
(3-0).
Oldham struggling. He's named the outstanding pitcher in his super regional last week. Went 7 shutout innings on opening day against Rowan and came out of the bullpen for the first time this year for a save in the clinching win against the Profs.
Tosses a strike there, 3-1. Swing and a miss.
And breaking ball to Vandehar there. And I think Luke was looking for some gas.
See Oldham, he looks in the dugout, then looks on the wristband. He's got the wristband with the numbers, letters, the correspondence on his left arm, his non-pitching arm, and found the right combination to strike out Vandehar. 1 away.
That comes back from 3-0 down to get his first strikeout of the game.
Designated hitter number 18, Bryce
Here it is. Again, I don't think you want to throw him a fastball, and the off-speed breaking ball gets the big first baseman.
So 1 away, still 2 aboard for Bryce Holt, the designated hitter. Interesting way to relay the pitches. You sometimes see relay to the catcher, who then relays, and everyone has the wristbands. But this is, you can see right there, looks in the dugout. Catcher really not involved in the process. Whatever works.
Yeah, you see a different thing. Saw doing the Big East term last weekend. Xavier used a walkie-talkie to relay pitches to the catcher, and then he relayed the conventional signals to the pitcher. And you've seen in the big leagues where they do it now by the catcher communicating via pitcher's cap. So different ways. I mean, the game is changing, to be sure.
Yeah, it's Jetsons baseball now. Holt sitting 2-1. Big opportunity for the designated hitter who hits .354. Scooped by Malcolm. 3-1.
Holt 3 homers, 23 RBIs. He's a junior out of Richfield, Ohio.
They're loaded.
Although Holt had second thoughts, he decided to drop down to first base.
Bases loaded with Jackets. 1 away. Guggenheim, the second baseman.
Second baseman.
Big stage, big opportunity here in the top of the first.
Ryan's a .376 hitter with a couple homers, 47 knocked in. Baldwin Wallace can mash. He set a school record with 579 total hits this year. Their coach Brian Harrison used to be the hitting coach at the University of Dayton, and they stress hitting in practice.
Strike to Guggenheim. Ryan at 376. Big cut there. Tried to clear the bases with one swing.
Baldwin Wallace, 37-11 this year. That's the winningest team in school history. 4 more wins than they had in 2018.
Got him. Big punch up by Oldham. Just what the doctor ordered. 2 away.
Reared back. He can get it up to 90, they say. One of the harder throwers in the tournament. That might have been a breaking pitch.
Yeah. Nice late movement. 2 down for Drew Wilson. Strike to him.
Wilson's a two-way player, 338 hitter, 5 homers, 46 RBIs. He's also made 19 appearances on the mound. You may see him in a save situation later today. He's got 4 saves, most on the club. And he needs a big hit here to get his team off and running.
1-1. Wilson a chopper. Third base side. Step on the bag. Side retired. Big sigh of relief for Oldham and the Warriors, who will swing the sticks here in Cedar Rapids when we return. Donahue will lead it off at short, followed by Bagdasarian. Broadhurst, the third baseman, bats third. Malcolm is the catcher. He bats in the cleanup spot. Masagno, the left fielder. Rich is the designated hitter. Tower, the first baseman. Plantamuro is at second base batting 8th, and Claiborne is the right fielder batting 9th. On the hill for the Yellowjackets, it's the right-hander Dawson Gabe.
He's the only one on the staff with double-digit starts. This is his 14th start of the year. He's appeared in 16 games, thrown 70 2/3 innings, has a 4-3 record with a 3.57 ERA. He's allowed 72 hits in those 70-plus innings, 28 earned runs, walked 44, struck out 84, and opponents have averaged 264 against Dawson Gabe. He gets the ball in the biggest game of the year for Baldwin Wallace. Gabe's a junior out of Lawrence, Indiana, 6'3", 205.
Zach Donahue.
And leading things off, number 1, Zach Donahue. Good on-base guy is Donahue. OPS of 835. He's got a 326 average. 12 stolen bags. If he gets on base, he can be a handful. Big cut there, 0-2.
Eastern Connecticut, 44-3 coming into this. And they're the second seed according to, well, the brackets. Top seed in Pool B. Warriors have won 18 in a row. They average 10 runs a game. So they can swing it. Of course, we've said that about pretty near everybody in the field thus far.
A lot of good hitting teams in this field. But the thinking is rewarding Eastern Connecticut for what they did in the regular season, give them the number 2 seed. The potential is there for a championship matchup with the number 1 seed, Marietta, but a lot of work between now and then. Off the glove of Van der Haar, toss to Gabe, who covers in time to get the out. How about it?
Yeah, good play by the pitcher to get over there as the ball caromed off the first baseman, Van der Haar, over to Guggenheim, who stayed with it. And again, he looked up, and the pitcher is near the bag, gave an underhanded toss, and you'll see he tags the bag for the out. 3-4-1 to retire the leadoff hitter for the Warriors.
Like a pinball machine. And got there in plenty of time. Nice work there by Gabe. 1 away. Bagdasarian, the center fielder. Backhanded scoop by Monicki. 1-1. Gabe works quickly. 1-2.
Bagdasarian's a .366 hitter, 6 homers, 47 RBIs.
2-2.
Leads the team in hits. Shares the team lead in doubles at 13. And is third in batting at .366.
Catcher had to climb the ladder there to reel that one in. Count is full. To right, a base hit.
Serve that one into right field. Reached out, goes the opposite way for Eastern Connecticut's first hit of the afternoon. Makes it look easy.
Third baseman, number 20, Luke Broadhurst.
And now here's Broadhurst, the third baseman. Luke hitting .425 with 13 bombs. In the dirt, Monicki smothered that one to keep it in front.
Nice play by the catcher, and as Gabe spiked the breaking pitch. Broadhurst, All-American last year, fourth-year team All-American this year.
Missing there, 2-0.
Player of the year in the Little East Conference. .425 hitter with 13 homers, 49 RBIs.
Two and one to Broadhurst.
Broadhurst started on UConn, transferred in to Eastern Connecticut, where he's had a nice 4-year career. A senior out of Stafford, Connecticut.
Gabe keeping a close eye on the runner over there with a decent lead. And that one in the dirt again. Monicki getting busy back there.
Broadhurst slugs .822.
And the 3-1 on the way to him. Hit hard, but room for Capilupo. In front of the warning track, he makes the catch. It's .407 where he made that catch. That's the deepest part of this ballpark in left center field. .403 where the flag flies in right center, and straightaway center is .400.
Wind's been variable today. It's non-existent right now. Didn't give that ball Broadhurst any help. But it does appear Eastern Connecticut, or excuse me, Baldwin Wallace, playing your outfielders a little deeper than we've seen most teams, and it certainly paid off there as Broadhurst made good contact, but it's just allowed out.
Here's Matt Malcolm, the cleanup hitter, the catcher, hitting .365. Runner wanted to go and now has to hustle back, and just gets back. Bagdasarian started, stopped, and did the hustle in a cloud of dust. Just managed to get back on the bag at first. Stays put here, upstairs 1-1.
Eastern Connecticut likes to run. They've stolen 90 bags in 47 games and caught 25 times. So they like to pressure the defense by keeping them on their toes, and will steal the base now and then.
Malcolm took a swipe at it. One and two with two down. Skips out of the way. Almost got hit, did Malcolm. 2-2. Bouncing ball to second. Step on second. Side retired. Warriors get nothing in their half of the first. No score after one in Cedar Rapids. That's where we are, and you're joining us as well. Veterans Memorial Stadium, perfect game field. Class A affiliate home of the Cedar Rapids Colonels. Our home, along with these 8 teams, families and friends. Beautiful, beautiful June afternoon here in Iowa.
Cedar Rapids is one of the leading manufacturing regions in the United States.
Here we go.
The largest corn processing city in the world.
I would think so. They're surrounded by it.
And one of the leading bioprocessing and food ingredient centers in North America. That's where we are. That's where they are, too.
Yeah, that's where you are. You're with us virtually, live streaming on NCAA.com. We'll carry you all the way through until we crown a champion in 2022.
Either Tuesday or Wednesday that will occur.
Well, Nikki the catcher leads it off, and Mark fouls it off.
Well, Mickey's a .294 hitter. 9 homers, 26 runs batted in. Mark Mohickney Jr. He's a sophomore from North Ridgeville, Ohio.
Swing and a miss. Some heat, upstairs heat from Oldham. That's strikeout number 3 for him. One away here in the second.
The third baseman, number
Say
31.
Oldham can get up there near 90. He proved it there. Just ask Mohickney.
Here's Kalenic now, the third baseman.
One of just 4 Frosh on the Baldwin Wallace roster. Got a Parma, Ohio. In fact, everybody. They got 3 kids from Pennsylvania. Otherwise, it's a complete roster of Ohioans.
Ahead of Kalenic, 1-2. Oldham. Appeal, no. 2-2.
Kalenic, a .326 hitter. With 6 homers. 52 knocked in. Pretty good freshman year.
Oh, man. Oldham. Back-to-back Ks, 4 now. Into the second inning, 2 away.
Pretty good pitch here.
Left fielder number 15,
And
Andrew
the freshman
Rucker.
had no chance.
You can tell there's some juice behind it as Parker steps in. When Oldham hits the mitt with the fastball, it's got a different sound. It's a real snappy pop.
Yeah, he got a live arm.
Malcolm frozen right there, saying, trying to help his pitcher. 1-1. Strike there, 1-2.
Andrew Parker hit .290 during the year, 2 homers, 7 RBIs.
Hit the target there, just outside 2-2. Count is full. So Oldham will take a little stroll and reset himself. No signs being flashed in. He's on his own here.
Oldham 6'1", 205 pounds. Junior out of Brookfield, Connecticut.
And 3-2 on the way. Little tamper, but foul. Parker's the number 9 hitter. Oldham wants to get this out, avoid the lineup card being flipped over here in the second inning. start fresh in the third. Still battling.
Pretty good battle from the number 9 hitter.
And the battle won by Andrew Parker. Knocks a base hit up the middle.
Competitive at bat from Parker, a junior from Toledo. Laces this one over the pitcher's head into center field. Third hit for Baldwin Wallace.
Center fielder number 27, Vincent Capilupo.
Barrels that one up after a long battle with Oldham.
Capilupo gets that chance here. He's singled to start the first inning, but was stranded. Jackets left the bases loaded. High chop into right field, the base hit.
Not a good base running play by Parker there.
No.
So he's at second base because he didn't go hard round in the bag.
And the arm was waving down the third baseline, and Parker didn't see it or decided against it, but either way, it's first and second.
Big chopper goes over the first baseman Tower's head, and you can see he's thinking station to station baseball, and he should have been more aggressive and then being up on third base. See if that comes back to haunt Baldwin Wallace, who have a 2-out rally going with their best average hitter, Ludwig, at the plate.
Yeah, Ludwig singled in the first, but again, stranded. As the Yellowjackets left 3 on base, trying to avoid that dilemma again, and there's another base hit. They'll wave Parker home. This time he reads the sign, and he will score. 1-0 Baldwin Wallace.
3 straight hits for the Yellowjackets. The latest by Ludwig. Again, he goes up the middle. And a 2-out Parker there wasn't going to make another base running error, so he's off at the crack of the bat, scores easily. Capilupo gets to third after this line single to center. Bagdasarian had to go away, so he wasn't going to throw out the runner at home. The throw went to third, but it was too late to get Capilupo. Baldwin Wallace with the lead here in the second inning.
So pouncing on the opportunity. Boy, again, you go back to the Parker AB and Oldham. He just battled with the number 9 hitter and couldn't win the battle. And Yellowjackets take advantage. Grab the first lead of this contest.
That was certainly a big AB. Competitive at bat. And he comes around to score on Ludwig's 46th RBI of the year.
Vonderhaar struck out in the first inning. But anything that finds green here will get another run across.
Pulled his head there on the off-speed pitch from Oldham.
One and 2 to Luke. Big cut down on strikes. Yellowjackets, however, are the first on the board here in Game 3 on day 1. 1-0, Baldwin Wallace.
again, at this pace, you're looking for something hard. And he got an off-speed pitch there. He tried to get Rich to chase.
Again, took something off of it. A beauty. Back-to-back Ks in the second for Gabe.
Gabe showed Rich he's got a pretty good changeup.
2 up, 2 down. Tower, the first baseman. Look at this.
He definitely had Rich baffled with a couple off-speed pitches.
Josh Tower takes ball 1. Ball 2. Up the elevator shaft, on the infield. Ludwig makes the catch. Side retired. Really good inning by Gade. On the hill, pair of Ks. His club up 1-0. Move to the third inning as the Yellowjackets will try to add to their 1-0 lead against Eastern Connecticut States here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
A cloudless sky.
It's been that way all day.
Been beautiful.
Leading off the top of the third inning.
Wind blowing out a little toward right periodically today. It is right now as we play the third inning.
Bryce Holt, the designated hitter, takes strike 1. Holt, Guggenheim, and Wilson here in the third against Oldham, the right-hander. Quickly gets ahead, 0-2.
Marietta College beat Catholic University 7-0. Defending champion Salisbury University beat UW Stevens Point 8-2. And action from the other bracket in this tournament. This is the first game in bracket 2 or Pool B. Baldwin Wallace with the early lead. Later tonight, scheduled to begin at 7:45, LaGrange against Trinity of Texas. LaGrange is out of Georgia.
It's strikeout number 6 now for Oldham. 1 away here in the third.
Second baseman number 7, Ryan Guggenheim.
Some gas and then late movement on that pitch. No chance for Holt. Guggenheim struck out against Oldham in the first. One 0. Lifted to right. Claiborne makes the grab. Got the shades on. That's a good move, young man. Sun's going to be a battle right now. It's going to get worse later on. But he's prepared.
Shadow's about to take over the batter's box in the home plate. I think that's going to be the issue the next couple innings of this game.
Yeah, it's
more than for the fielders.
You can see right there, and that shadow bisecting home plate at the moment. A strike to Drew Wilson. And another one.
As hard as Oldham throws, this may be the last inning the Baldwin Wallace hitters get a good look at Oldham as those shadows creep out. They bunched 3 hits to score their run in the second with 2 out.
Two and 2 to Wilson.
In fact, they've got 5 hits in the first 2 2/3.
They'll stay at 5. Strikeout number 7 for Oldham. 2 here in the third keeps this game at 1-0. Eastern Connecticut State trailing 1-0. Bottom of the third. They go back to work here in Iowa.
Perfect game field at Veterans Memorial Coliseum. That's what it looks like. Cedar Rapids Colonels play here when the NCAA doesn't take over their building for a week. Cedar Rapids Colonels in the Midwest League. They're an affiliate of the Minnesota Twins. There are 12 suites here, 3 picnic areas, an LED board that puts all sorts of information up there. Makes fans smarter.
You got a train that, you know.
Yeah, the 420 was right on top.
Yeah, right behind the right field wall.
This is actually the third facility in Cedar Rapids to be the home of the Cedar Rapids Colonels. Ballpark in the other end of the parking lot was once upon a time a ballpark. It's not anymore. They tore it down. Talked earlier about how this is the hub of sporting events in Cedar Rapids, though. Kingston Stadium across the way hosts high school football every Friday. A couple of the high schools play there. And the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders play hockey in a junior hockey league the other side of the parking lot. So this is the place to be.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Plantamuro will ground out as Vonderhaar had to climb the ladder to pull that one down, but did one away.
Guggenheim with a high throw, but his first baseman bails him out to get Noah Plantamuro to start the third. Abe's retired the leadoff hitter in each of the 3 innings. Just so you know, plays like that, coaches could challenge if they so desire. They get 2 coaching challenges. The umpires can do a review in the late innings as well if they see a play that is worth video. We haven't had a challenge yet, and I'm not complaining.
You jinxed it.
We haven't seen a home run yet either.
Right.
That's more surprising.
Right. No balls have left the yard. We've seen triples.
Yeah.
More triples. But yes, no video, no challenges wished upon by any of the head coaches, and no calls instigated upstairs, and it's just old school baseball.
First game took 2 hours and 21 minutes. The second game took 2 hours and 28 minutes. Keep those challenges away.
To second base, Guggenheim makes the play. 2 away. We were joking with the replay officials, and we were joking. When they come in, they are always terrific in including us and letting us know about the rules and to help us explain so we can pass it along to you on any reviews. And we said, we hope we never see you guys for the next week.
They took it personally.
Yeah.
They haven't been back, you know.
No reason to be back. No, it's a terrific tool for games that have so much at stake.
To get it right.
To get it right, absolutely. And the umpires on the field agree with that. They want to make sure that they don't cost somebody a potential national championship.
And the technology is there now.
It is.
Thanks to our fabulous crew.
2-1, or check that, 3-0 to Zach Donahue. So Gabe got a pair of groundouts, and now laboring a bit here with the leadoff man. Gets a strike there. And another one there on the foul ball, so the count is full.
Donahue's a switch hitter, obviously hitting on the left side against Gabe. He's reached base in 21 straight games. Or earlier this year, he's got a current streak of 14. Sorry, let me correct myself. And he's reached now in 15 straight.
How about that? Close pitch to be sure, but it's a walk to the leadoff man with 2 away. And Bagdasarian will be the hitter.
Center fielder number 11, Ryan Bagdasarian.
Bagdasarian Singled in the first. Didn't lead to anything for Eastern Connecticut State. Runner goes. Great jump. Throw is, however, ooh. And guess what?
We might break our streak.
Guess what? Yeah.
Because Guggenheim, the second baseman, thought he put the tag down on Donahue, and I believe Baldwin Wallace is going to challenge. Brian Harrison coming out to, well, at least ask the second base umpire if he's sure. And now they are going to challenge.
That's Donnie Smith. He's also the crew chief, so he gets the honor of going underneath the tunnel to review, make the first review here in 2022. And while they do, you get to play Men in Blue at home.
I think he's out.
I think he's out as well.
Guggenheim in front of the bag with a swipe tag, and I think he got Donahue before the base runner got to the bag.
Yep, got him.
Well, that's what we think.
Tag on the belt. You could see it from that angle. And the guys, Guggenheim and Ludwig, are having some fun there with the runner Donahue, who he's going to stay put at second base until he's told otherwise.
The replay booth is up here at the level we're at, the suite level. The umpires go down by the locker rooms to look at their own monitor, and the discussion then goes between the on-field umpires and the replay guys up top. And I wouldn't think this takes long, but I've been proved wrong before.
Yeah, what we've found out is you take another look. Usually the length of the replay look, well, he certainly gets the glove there with the ball in the glove. He gets it there in time, well before the hands get to the bag. Now, does the glove get on the backside near the belt? That's what's hard to see. On the swipe there, does he swipe and miss?
And it's got to be irrefutable evidence to overturn the call. And the call on the field is that he's safe. And each coach is permitted 2 challenges. If a coach's challenge is successful in overturning the call, the coach will retain the challenge to use later if necessary. Well, they're taking a long look at this bang-bang play at second base.
So if the tag's there, he's out by plenty. But, again, was the tag applied on the swipe? Or does he make the swipe and swing and miss, if you will, on the runner?
And I think those are the only looks the umpires are going to get at it.
And if you can't tell if the swipe actually made contact with the runner, then the call will stand.
And as you indicate, this one's going a lot longer than I guess I would have anticipated. Here come the umpires with the decision.
Runner is safe.
So give Donahue his 13th stolen base of the season. Brian Harrison loses one of his 2 challenges. And Eastern Connecticut has a man in scoring position for the first time in the game.
With 2 down, Bagdasarian remains up there. And the count is 1-0. Check of the runner. Swing and a miss.
Well, Gabe's got a nice changeup. And these guys off balance from much of the first 3 innings. Bagdasarian has the only hit off of Gabe. Took the ball to the opposite field in the first inning for a single.
And again, just can't catch up in time. Swings through it 1-2. Gabe 2 peaks back and delivers high, 2-2.
Just showed him the fastball, trying to get him to chase. And again, the changeup has been his out pitch.
Swing and a miss. Throw it on the first, and it's complete. And no damage done after the stolen base and the replay to confirm it. Nothing across for the Warriors. Keeps it 1-0 Yellowjackets. Trails 1-0 at the moment, but on the mound, Bill Brophy, he has certainly done his part through the first 3 innings. 7 punch-outs on his scorecard so far.
Well, he has shown he's a hard thrower. And had 2 strikeouts in the first, and the side, around 3 hits in the second, had a pair of punch-outs in the third. And he's been impressive. He throws about 90, they say, and he looks very much like he could get her up there regularly. Billy Oldham allowed 5 hits in the first 3 innings to go with those 7 punch-outs, and he's only walked 1.
Well, Nicky leads it off here for the Jackets in their half of the 4th. 1-1.
And again, it's going to be tougher to pick up Billy Oldham now that he's in the sunshine and the hitters and the batter's box is in the shade.
Yeah, if you've never experienced that, it's like the ball changes shades and colors on its way to the plate, and that makes it all kinds of funky. 2-2 to Mark. That's what the batters will be dealing with. Not optimal for a hitter. Great for a pitcher. They'll use that tool. Two and two to the Yellowjackets catcher. Scoots out of the way. Count is full. Oldham lost him. Tell you what, Baldwin Wallace, Oldham's looking for where that pitch ended up with his catcher.
Third baseman number 31.
But at times they're just swinging, trying to make contact, and other times we've seen them be very patient up there.
Yeah, again, Brian Harrison's a devotee of hitting.
He's a what?
He likes guys who can hit. Student of hitting.
Oh, could have just said that.
You fooled me with
what?
Earlier in the last inning when you said that the Shadows bisected home plate, I let it go. Bisected, that's a good word.
That's a geometry term.
I know. I was very impressed that you brought it out.
But you're using French or whatever that was.
Devotee?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to speak English. No, he's still a hitting coach at Dayton. He's always been again, his team's got 579 total hits. Broke school record coming into this tournament for most hits in the year.
Kalenic, boy, let that one go, and it was close, 1-2.
Yellowjackets got here by beating Endicott 2 straight in the Super Regional.
And down on strikes. That's 8 now for Oldham. 1 away here in the 4th.
Left fielder number 15, Andrew Parker.
Again, how tough is it to pick up Oldham coming out of the sunshine?
That's a great view, Bill.
Yeah.
From our crew there, from center field. You can just see the darkness. And bright sunshine on the pitcher, and then just watch the baseball here. And then it just disappears, like into the chasm behind home plate. You know what chasm means?
I do.
Okay, good. Watch this. And 3/4 of the way down, it's like the ball changes colors.
Yep. And you have trouble picking up the spin on breaking pitches.
Yeah. Great work by our crew to give you the visuals and see what the hitters are dealing with. 1-1 to Andrew Parker. 1-2. Parker had the really terrific AB.
He sure did. That was the box score won't reflect it tomorrow, but he battled. Finally got a line single to center and came around to score.
Yep, gave the top of the order the opportunity to get him home, and they did. But before that, Oldham was just dealing. He blew away the first 2 hitters with strikeouts, and he was a strike away from getting Parker and saying, see ya, back to the dugout. But Parker kept it alive, got the hit, and touched home plate eventually. That's where we are, 1-0.
Tardy on that swing, and again, I think you can see much more challenging to be a hitter right now.
It's 9 punch-outs now for Oldham. 2 away, top of the order. Capilupo, the hitter.
Center fielder number 27, Vincent.
2 for 2. A couple of singles here for the leadoff man. And a strike. Oldham brings it again. Just misses. 1-1. Two and one. Oldham just really focused on home plate. Runner not a concern for him. And can't get it. 3-1.
Yeah, he's got to throw strikes. Capilupo singled both times to right field. They give him a big hole between the first and second baseman, and he's hit it both times. They haven't changed their defense, however.
So the runner will be moving here. Goes Oppo. But caught out there by the left fielder. Side retired. Oldham up to 8 Ks now. His team trails it 1-0.
Wow.
Well, you got to be a baseball fan. I mean, that's just a fact. You got to be a baseball fan. And enjoy the ambience on a beautiful summer evening here in Iowa.
Good night to be chasing foul balls down the line like that young fella's doing. You know, we've talked a lot about Cedar Rapids, and rightly so, but we're going to be for the next 5 days. But we should point out that the host for this event is technically the American Rivers Conference. Their commissioner is Dan Hammes, who's treated us very well over the last few years, and they do a nice job running this tournament. Well, congrats to the American Rivers Conference.
Yeah, Dan and Hannah from the conference. And of course,
Dan's a commissioner now, so he doesn't have to deal with his head is going to put up with us.
Right. So. He's delegated, and that's the first good move that a commissioner makes is delegate to everyone else. Broadhurst will lead it off here for Eastern Con. Malcolm to follow, and then Nasagno, the left fielder.
Beat the order going against Gabe, who's baffled these guys. He's more of a pitcher than Oldham, more of a thrower. Oldham throwing heat up there at 90. Gabe has done his thing, by throwing breaking pitches and off speed.
And down on strikes goes Broadhurst.
4 strikeouts for Gabe, who's only allowed 1 hit and 1 walk in the first 3 1/3.
Malcolm.
He has kept the leadoff man off base in every inning.
And he's taking advantage of that shadowy home plate area as well. 1 down. Malcolm, the catcher, swing and a miss.
And again, he's also taking advantage of setting the pace of this game. He gets the ball and goes. Doesn't give the hitter any time to think between pitches.
Sawed him off there on the infield. Guggenheim makes the grab. 2 down. This is game 3 of 4, and we have seen some dominant and impressive pitching performances in the first 2 and now here.
Left fielder number 13, John Misano.
Guggenheim's been in the middle of everything. It's 5 chances for Guggenheim. It doesn't even count the bang play at second where the challenge occurred. But he's got 4 assists and now that put out on the pop-up.
Sagno now up against it. 1-1. Base is clean. Gabe dialed in, trying to get through this in 1-2-3 fashion. Tied him up there. And Gabe just ready to go as soon as the batter got back in the box. And a little too tight there, 2-2. Guess who? Guggenheim. Played him perfectly. Side retired. Pitching the name of the game in this one. It stays 1-0 in the 4th. Move on down to the 5th inning now here in Cedar Rapids. A 1-0 contest. Baldwin Wallace in front at the moment.
1 run, 5 hits for Baldwin Wallace. Eastern Connecticut, no runs on 1 hit. It has been errorless. Pitchers have dominated. Good look at Billy Oldham. 9 strikeouts in the first 4 innings for the Eastern Connecticut right-hander.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning is the shortstop, number 11, Alex Ludwig.
Ludwig will lead it off for the Jackets. Ludwig so far, good day at the office for him. 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Came in the 1st and the 2nd. He'll try to jumpstart things here in the 5th.
Eastern Connecticut got here by beating Rowan twice. The second game of the Super Regional, a 7-6 decision in 13 innings.
Left field and on the track on the run. Sagno makes the catch.
The shortest part of the ballpark. Ludwig almost got to the track there. Sagno had to go a long way, but made the catch to retire the leadoff man in the 5th for Baldwin.
Here's Vonderhaar, the first baseman. 0 for 2, pair of Ks. Ball 1 to Luke.
He's been their big run producer this year, but Oldham certainly is at his number. That's why he goes the other way for a hit.
Yep. Gets off the schneid after striking out the first 2 times. Single here in the 5th. Brings up Holt, the designated hitter.
Vonderhaar's 344 hitter for a reason. Don't make contact, you shorten up your swing and go to the opposite field.
18, Bryce Holt.
Holt has walked. He's also struck out. Well, that Sun has been advantage pitcher here with the shadows completely covering home plate. Lace to center. And caught there. Get it in quickly, and they got him for the double play. Bogdasarian caught it on a rope and then hustled it in.
Yeah, nice play by Bogdasarian, who gets a good jump on this ball. You can see he's got his momentum going. A bad base running play by Vondahar, who's more than halfway to second base, and good throw by the center fielder to make an unconventional 8-3 double play, but that's just a base running blunder.
No need to replay that. Double play to end the inning. 1-0, it stays. Warriors will take another crack at the right-hander Gabe here in the bottom half of the fifth inning, trailing 1-0. Yellowjackets a run on 6 hits, just 1 base hit for the Warriors so far through the first 4.
Warriors averaging 10.2 runs a game, but they've been silenced by Gabe. Brian Ham's team can mash. Ham's won over his 300 games in his career, over 100 at Eastern Connecticut. It's in Amherst before coming to Willimantic, Connecticut, and to lead the Warriors.
2-0 to Jack Rich. Make it 3-0.
Gabe's had pretty good command. He walked Donahue with 2 outs in the third. That's the only free pass he's given up until now.
Make it 2. Rich finds a way to start things off here in the 5th inning. Draws the walk, and then Tower gets his opportunity to step in.
The first baseman, number 12, Josh Tower.
See if they bunt here. Warriors have done so 34 times in 47 games.
Well, Nicky has to go down and get that one to keep it in play.
Gabe has lost his command here in the 5th inning. 5 straight balls. Rich at first, not a stolen base threat. He's just 1 for 1 this season.
Want to know to Josh Tower. Right field, base hit. 2 aboard for the Warriors here in the 5th inning.
Tower hooks this one to right. And the Warriors have something going here in the 5th inning. First time they've had multiple base runners against Gabe, who probably will be a little more deliberate on the hill than he's been while pitching for the windup.
And to your point, they're going to chat about it. Bring everybody in. Battery and infield included.
Stephen Hagan is the pitching coach. There's no activity in the Baldwin Wallace bullpen. So this is just to try to allow Gabe to take a breath. Perhaps talk about infield defense if they think Planamaro might put a bunt down. But I think that was more for the benefit of let Gabe just reflect that his command has been off, and they're throwing 5 straight balls. He grooves one to Tower, who put it in the right field.
Number 8 hitter, Plantamaro, who grounded out his first AB. That was back in the 3rd inning.
Infield in the corners looking for the bunt.
Upstairs. The wheels turning here in a 1-0 contest.
Planamaro with 7 sacrifices this year.
Drops it down. And the tag was made, but the ball got away. Gabe got to that baseball with Plantamuro running down the line and tried to apply the tag. Everyone's safe, bases loaded.
It's like a highlight play. But Plantamuro puts down a nice bunt. Gabe gets off the mound quickly, tries to scoop in his glove and tag the runner at the same time. The ball comes free, as you're going to see right here. He gets it, makes the tag, but again, the ball comes flying out of there like it's highlight. And in fact, I think they're lucky Rich didn't make a heads-up base running play to try to score. As it is, the bases are loaded. There's bullpen activity, and Claiborne hits with a chance to do some damage here in the fifth with nobody out.
Fouled off. The ruling is that Plantamuro gets the sacrifice and reaches on the E1. Error on the pitcher, Gabe. So loaded with Warriors. Claiborne fights it off foul.
Trivia buffs will notice the only 3 errors in the tournament have come from on pitchers. 1 in each game.
Interesting.
2 errant pickoff throws, and then the play there where Gabe couldn't hold the ball after the tag. Infield in the corners.
Bounced up there. Monicki. Chest protector, used it. Scott Kirchhoff is a right-hander. You saw him getting loose in the Baldwin Wallace bullpen. As the brown and gold clad Yellowjackets clinging to their 1-0 lead at the moment. Boy, and clinging is the word. 2-2.
Nice stop by the catcher, Hickney.
Donahue is waiting on deck. Leadoff man. There's the bullpen action with Kirchhoff. Ludwig over at short, communicating to the rest of his infield mates where he wants them to be.
Playing the infield back here, trying to stay out of the big inning.
Swing and a miss on the off speed, and Claiborne frustrated. That's a great pitch by Gabe.
Well, that's been his bread and butter today. He's baffled him by throwing the soft stuff. Gets a big strikeout there. Now he'd love to get a double play grounder against Donahue. Here it is, and tough to pick up coming out of the sunshine into the shadow. And again, that changeup has been Gabe's best pitch today. His 4th strikeout, 5th strikeout.
Still work to be done here for Gabe. 1 away, bases still loaded. Donahue the leadoff man.
And the infield back all the way around. They want a double play grounder.
Zach walked his last time up. Stole that base that got reviewed.
Donahue's got 30 RBIs in the year. He started his career at UConn. This is his first year at Eastern Connecticut, though, because of the COVID year and sitting out last year.
Could be trouble. No trouble. Ludwig, good back pedal to get there, and then he runs back in to keep the runners at bay. 2 down.
Nice play by Ludwig. He sprints to the mound to give the ball to Gabe. A nice play, though. He made that look effortless, and that was a tougher chance than it looked.
Yeah, it looked like it could die and drop. And Ludwig got on his horse to get there for an important out. 2 away now. Bagdasarian now. Single and 2 trips.
Bagdasarian with 47 RBIs in the year. 3rd on the club.
Missing, ball 1. Boy, if Gabe and the Jackets could wiggle out of this, then hats off to them. And you know Gabe, when he fielded that sacrifice and got the tag, he kind of stuck the glove out on the knee and just kicked it away, so he's probably kicking himself for that error, but trying to atone here. And issues, 3-0. Bases loaded with Warriors. Ryan Bagdasarian waits, takes, 3-1. Gabe delivers another strike.
Looked like Bagdasarian was taken all the way on both pitches. He's swinging here.
Runners are going here.
Biggest pitch of the game thus far.
Bouncer to second. Guggenheim out of the inning. Great work done by Gabe and company to leave them loaded and keep the Jackets in front 1-0. Welcome once again to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Beautiful drone shots provided by our talented crew.
I was home to 24 Fortune 500 companies, including, we talked about Quaker Oats, General Mills is here, Cargill's here, Nordstrom's. Get to know your Cedar Rapids.
Leading off the top of the sixth, second baseman number 7, Ryan Guggenheim.
Sixth inning, Guggenheim will lead it off. Bouncer up the middle, but Donahue gets there, 1 up and 1 down. As you know, I'm going to get to know Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, your kid's coming to school here.
It's going to be at Mount Mercy, play on the men's volleyball team, and so I better get educated.
Right fielder number 6.
My home away from home.
I expect you'll be the mayor of Cedar Rapids
No,
at some point.
No. Home away from home, yes.
Okay.
I'll pump some dollars into the local economy, support the kid.
We're usually here too late at the ballpark. That prevents me from giving money.
Right, we don't get a chance.
But looking forward to Monday that maybe we can get together. And,
let's make that happen.
Yeah.
Here's Wilson, the right fielder.
I can hardly wait till next year if we come back, and you'll have all sorts of nuggets about Cedar Rapids that I have no idea about.
Yeah.
Despite my extensive research to get to know my Cedar Rapids.
By default, I will. I'll know lodging and dining choices.
Good taco places.
Right. Count is 3-2
I look
to
forward
Wilson.
to that.
Do you?
Your wealth of knowledge about Cedar Rapids.
Yeah. I'll be staying at some of those hotels supporting my child.
And congratulations to Bo, who graduates Sunday.
Oh, he's excited. Yeah, I won't be here Sunday.
And we're excited
You're
about
excited
that.
about that.
No,
right?
we're excited about Bo's commencement, I meant.
I mean,
that came out wrong.
That subject was broached on if I can miss graduation or not, and
I guess you lost that.
The argument didn't last long. It was more of a hypothetical question. 3-2. Liner to second baseman. And there's 2 away.
Benton but seemed to swing to the Baldwin Wallace dugout after Gabe escaped the bases loaded, no out inning in the 5th. But Oldham has come out and done his job, silencing the Baldwin Wallace bats here in the 6th.
2 up and 2 down. Monicki the catcher. Scott Sudikoff, by the way, will jump in on Sunday.
Try to fill your shoes.
You're in good hands. Monicki walked his last time up in the 4th. And Oldham came back after that leadoff walk and got 2 strikeouts and a flyout. His offense, boy, that last inning, Bill, you thought something's going to happen here. And they're going to back up their pitcher, and they couldn't get it done with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Brian Harrison's talking here to Mohickney because he wants to get the bullpen active. I don't think this has anything to do with what Mohickney's supposed to do in a 1-2 pitch. Instead, the bullpen just started up right about the time Harrison called Mohickney to come down to chat, and you can see this is just buying time. Plate umpire finally caught on and said, enough of this, boys.
There is actual, it wasn't just
well, no,
for show.
That was all about get somebody hot.
Right. And then down on strikes. The cat and mouse game. It's part of baseball, ladies and gentlemen. 9 strikeouts now for Oldham. This game stays 1-0. Here as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, Eastern Connecticut State still without a run. They threatened in the last frame, but left them loaded. They've now left 5 on base, including those big 3 in the 5th when they threatened to overtake that young man and Baldwin Wallace for the lead, but he hung tough.
Well, to explain again that conference, Drew Wilson, we told you, plays is both a position player and a pitcher. Wilson's currently in right field. He hit last inning. In fact, grounded out the second. But after he grounded out the second, Coach Harrison wanted to get him some warm-up time in the bullpen. So at the count 1-2, he brings Mohickey down for an extended caucus, enabling Wilson to throw. Wilson is still in right field, but you got to think if Gabe would get in trouble again, we could see Drew Wilson on the hill. And so that's why we had that extended conference to discuss strategy prior to the 1-2, after the 1-2 pitch.
Yeah, you don't see that with guys who are just pitchers. But when you're the dual threat that he is, you had to find a way to squeeze in time for him.
Brian Harrison did just that.
Broadhurst sitting 3-1. And he coaxes a walk. Warriors need base runners, which they had. And they get another one here to start the 6th.
Let's see how long the leash is for Gabe here.
The catcher, number 7, Matt Malcolm.
Matt Malcolm's turn. Nothing in 2 trips so far.
Gabe has thrown 90 pitches.
Scooped by Mohickey. Time called.
Not Harrison going to the mound. It's the pitching coach again.
And it's
This is Steve Hagan going out.
a quick jog to get out there. Must have seen something and wanted to make sure he could talk to his pitcher quickly. And it is a quick chat.
There's nobody in the bullpen. Again, it would appear Wilson's going to be the guy they bring in to succeed Gabe. Wilson's 9-2 in the year, by the way, as a pitcher, with 4 saves. So that might have been just to ask if he's tired.
Yeah, saw something. It was a need for a quick chat. 2-0.
Yeah, and he's lost his command. That's how he got into trouble last inning. He threw 5 straight balls and grooved one to Tower, who singled into center. A walk here, and 2 straight balls to Malcolm.
And another one there, 3-0. And in a 1-0 game, these pitches get put under the microscope quickly. Got it there, 3-1. And he lost them. Back-to-back walks for Eastern Connecticut State here in the 6th inning.
And that's going to be it. Wilson's going to come in. The lineup card's coming out with the manager, so I think he's going to tell the plate umpire how this is going to affect the defensive alignment as well as, most importantly, what's going on the mound. So Drew Wilson coming in from right field to pitch.
He'll change gloves, and while he does that, we'll step aside here in Cedar Rapids. Cedar Rapids, first things first. As expected, Wilson comes in from right field to take over for Gabe here in the 6th inning. He'll inherit a pair of runners and nobody out, Bill Brophy.
Well, Wilson on the year, we told you 9-2, got 4 saves. This is his 17th relief appearance. He's got a .296 earned run average, has thrown 48 2/3 innings, allowed 41 hits, 16 earned runs, walked 10, struck out 53, better than 1 an inning. Opponents have hit .232 against Drew Wilson.
Sagno is the batter. Meanwhile, with Wilson coming in from right field, the new right fielder is number 32, Bijan Kalamapur. He's a senior from Frisco, Texas. And he battles the sun out there in right. And the bases are loaded. Wilson plucks the first batter he sees. And here we go again, Bill. Warriors got him loaded, nobody out. Last inning, Yellowjackets got out of it. Jack Rich, the designated hitter, licking his chops here.
Again, Eastern Connecticut with a big opportunity. Baldwin Wallace trying to stay out of the big inning. He'll play the infield back, much as they did last inning when we had this situation. And the defensive strategy worked. Gabe got a strikeout, then Ludwig ranged in the short left field to make a nice catch.
Checked his swing and went around.
He wouldn't have been able to make that play defensively last inning if the infield were in. But they want to stay out of the big inning, so they have a double play grounder, which would tie the game, but home the threat down. And that's Rich's job, to put the ball in play.
He tries, but pokes it foul, 0-2. Warriors with just 2 base hits, but certainly in this ball game, trailing by just a run, and the base is loaded again. They're looking for the clutch knock. One and two.
Good play by Mohickey.
Broadhurst at third, Malcolm at second, Masagno at first. 1-2 pitch. Monicki again.
Yeah, Monicki picked him up on back-to-back pitches with good defensive stops and kept this 1-run lead intact.
Busy, dirty behind the dish. Wilson, the 2-2. Little tapper foul. Rich hangs in there. Wilson gets another crack to try to get the first out of the frame.
Rich with 34 RBIs in the year. Struck out and walked his 2 previous plate appearances. He's right on that pitch.
Certainly was.
Rich, a .368 hitter. He's their DH.
Wilson resets. Two to Rich. Base hit to right. Throw comes in. Ball game is tied. There's your designated hitter, Bill. Hitting.
Yeah, like you said, he was right on the fastball on the previous pitch. Barrels this fastball up, hits it in right so hard that the runners can only advance one base, but it ties the game on this single to right by Rich.
The first baseman, number 12, Josh Tower.
Kamalapur comes up throwing, hits the cutoff man, and Brian Ham wasn't going to send the runner, so things are even. Bases still loaded, still nobody out.
Josh Towers' turn. Takes ball 1.
Howard, a single last inning, popped up in the second. Towers a 300 hitter with 25 RBIs on the year.
2-0. Wilson wanted the call, wanted the strike, didn't get it. Comes back, goes inside and finds the strike zone there. That's 3-1 now. So Eastern Connecticut State couldn't push a run across in the 5th. Left them loaded. They load them up again here in the 6th. Tie the game. They want more. And they'll get more. On a bases loaded walk, they take the lead.
Third walk of the inning. I'm going to hit batsman in the run scoring single by Rich. Eastern Connecticut has 2 runs the lead, and still the bases loaded with nobody out, and the potential for a big inning here in the 6th.
My goodness.
Second baseman, number 4, Noah Plantamoro.
Plantamoro's turn now, number 8 hitter. Goes to right, coming in, making the catch. Strong throw in. Good job by Kamalapur.
Ball was hit well, and again, Kamalapur gets a good jump on it. And momentum going in the right direction. Hit the cutoff man again, just what you're supposed to do here. Races in, makes the catch. He's got momentum going in after the crow hop. Hits the first baseman, the cutoff man, Vanderhauer, and runner at third decided not to try it. Probably advisably so.
That's the first out. And a strike to Claiborne.
Claiborne, number 9 hitter in the order, 325 on the year, 19 RBIs. 0 for 2 today.
One and one.
Wilson would dearly love a double play ball.
Little tapper foul. Yeah, they danced out of trouble in the 5th. Kept their lead. The lead is gone. But as you have said many times, they're just trying to avoid that big inning. Right now they trail it 2-1.
Vanderhauer playing in front of the runner at first. It's like he'd throw home if balls hit down his way at first.
Claiborne waits for the 1-2 and hangs in there, fights it off. All bodies in both dugouts on the front rail. Interested in the proceedings. This one a high chop. Wilson goes and gets it, comes home, and what's the call? First out, then safe, because the ball popped away from the catcher. Remember, they had the force, so Wilson tried to get it to his catcher, and the ball popped in and out of the mitt. 3-1, Warriors.
And old-fashioned Baltimore chop there, a high bounder. Wilson gets off the mound, makes a nice play. He's not very far from the catcher, and he has to throw the ball hard to Mohickey. And you can see the umpire prepared to call him out, but when the ball popped out of the catcher's glove, he had to reverse the call, and it was safe. Third run scores the inning. Here's another look at it. Throw was high. I don't know if he was going to be out anyway.
Yeah.
The plate umpire thought so. And anyway, it's academic now. A third run in. The base is still loaded. Still only one out.
Donahue, the leadoff man. Ball gets away. It's coming back hot, however. Underhand toss. Out at the plate.
I think we're going to challenge this one.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Catcher Malcolm jumped out of the dugout, yelled at his coach, Brian Ham, and who is now going to officially challenge this. Masagno gets his foot in, I do believe. The plate umpire was ready to call the last runner out, did call this runner out, but we're going to have another challenge. Brian Ham hasn't used one yet. He will hear. It's now official. He's told the crew chief, and they'll go underneath the replay monitors. You'll get to see what they'll get to see here momentarily. But my eye told me that Masagno beat the tag, got his foot underneath the tag.
I'll agree with that. Justin Sims is the home plate umpire, and Donnie Smith, the crew chief, will join him to look at the replays while we let you look at it once again. So for the moment, it's 3-1. This could make it 4-1.
So there's Wilson's wild pitch. The ball caroms back to the catcher, Mohickey. Pitcher's a little tardy getting to the plate to cover. Umpire says he's out. We have evidence to reverse the call. This may be a better angle. Tough to see because of the shadow.
Yeah, the shadows aren't helping the visual aspect of these replays.
And because of that, maybe they won't reverse the call. My eye told me that he got in under the tag. But we were wrong the last time. In fact, the only challenge we had in the tournament, we were wrong. So let's see if we keep our perfect record. Here it is again.
I think the foot gets in there before the tag. And it looked that way upon first blush when we were all watching it live.
And again, Malcolm in the dugout came racing out to signal to his coach to challenge it. I think others affirmed that decision, and Coach Ham then went to the umpire and said, take a look at it.
In this play, Bill, it's not even close if the ball on the wild pitch doesn't carry him back to Mohickey. I mean, it came in hot and then bounced back to him to give him a chance to make a play at the plate.
You're right. That's a typical distance from the plate's the backstop here, but you're right. That's not going to happen very many times in this good-sized ballpark, and it did there. And to Mohickey's credit, he got to the ball. Wilson was a little tardy, as I say, getting in. Here it is again. I think the throw is high, but the umpire says he got the tag down to get the oncoming runner, Masagno, and he called him out. And the replay review continues. So it's either going to be 4-1 or it's going to be 3-1 Eastern Connecticut with 2 out, and here comes the decision.
Runner safe. 4-1. And again, the crew chief right there, Donnie Smith, he looked up and said the tag was high, indicating that to us. So on the wild pitch, it allows all 3 runners to advance a station and, of course, gives the Warriors the 4th run.
And now without a force at the plate and 3 runs in, the infield comes in.
So second and third.
Counts 1-0.
Claiborne's at second, Towers at third. Donahue's the hitter, resetting everything for you, and the count is 1-0. So the big inning Eastern Con couldn't cobble together in the 5th with the bases loaded. it's unfolding here in the 6th. And more available with 2 ducks on the pond. A strike, 2-1. Wilson. And that's ball 4. Yeah, the scoreboard folks had it wrong here. I think we missed something in the wild pitch kerfuffle. So it's a walk to Donahue. Bases are loaded again with 1 out. And here's the 9th man to bat in the frame. Bagdasarian. Broadhurst is on deck. He started all of this with a walk. A hitch, but a strike. The 0-1. Back to the screen. Wilson ahead, 0-2.
4 runs, 3 hits, no errors for UConn, or for Eastern Con. 1 run, 6 hits, 2 errors for Baldwin Wallace. Chased a bad pitch there, went up the ladder.
Much needed strikeout for Wilson and Baldwin Wallace. 2 away, and here's Broadhurst again, who started all of this.
Number 20, Luke Broadhurst.
Walked, scored the first run of 4 so far. Wilson pours in a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Otters are leading hitter at 425, 429 RBIs in the year. Second straight year, he was the region's player of the year, and Brian Ham's senses he may be pressing a tad. Wants to confer with him.
Little pat on the behind. Ready to step back in. Oh, 0-2, bases loaded with Warriors. One and 2. Wilson going to run through the signs again. Resets himself. The inning started with Broadhurst facing Gabe. And then when he lost Broadhurst and Malcolm, they made the pitching change to Wilson. So for Luke, second pitcher he's seen in the inning. Second different pitcher. And he's up to 2-2 now. And there they are, loaded with Warriors. Looking for more with 4 in the books. Almost nicked him. Count is full. Danger zone here for Wilson and the Jackets. With everyone on the move, a gapper could empty the bases and dig an even deeper hole. Broadhurst waits. Wilson, the 3-2. Got him on strikes. Big pitch there, but a big inning for Eastern Connecticut State. 10 men come to the plate. 4 runs on the board. They lead it by 3. It's the 7th inning now here in game 3 of day 1. 4-1 our score. Eastern Connecticut State in front for the first time this evening. Baldwin Wallace was clinging and clinging and clinging behind terrific pitching. Got out of some jams, but not the case in the 6th. And now Oldham has a lead to work with for the first time tonight. And Kalenic will lead it off, Parker to follow, and then top of the order.
Mr. Connecticut scores 4 runs on 1 hit.
Yeah, how about that? And still left the bases loaded.
Yeah. 3 walks, a hit batsman, and an error on a fielder's choice. Again, the only hit of the inning by Jack Rich.
Sean today is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. See how Oldham responds here. He was in the dugout a long time during that inning. Had a pitching change. 10 players went to the plate. I mean, he'll certainly take the runs, but and he get back to his old self here. And
well, he's also threw 109 pitches.
Yeah,
he's got to be tired. So I mean, but you're right, sitting around a long time, but it makes you even more stiff after you're throwing 109 throws.
We'll monitor him, as will the Warriors coaching staff. 1-2 to Kalenic.
And they've got a left-hander that just threw his first pitch in the bullpen.
Inside, 2-2.
Hayden Dunn has just began throwing in the Eastern Connecticut pen.
Lifted foul. Right field area.
Kalenic has had his troubles with Oldham today. He's whiffed twice.
Here's the 2-2. Bouncer to third. Broadhurst makes the play. 1 down in the 7th. And now Parker, the left fielder.
Left fielder number 15, Andrew Parker.
Andrew a single and scored that lone Baldwin Wallace run back in the 2nd. He then struck out in the 4th.
Yellowjackets have only had the leadoff man on twice in 7 innings.
Oldham trying to reestablish the good vibes he had going now that he's got the lead. Just get his team closer to the finish line here. Give them as many outs as he can register before going to the bullpen. One, 2, 2-2.
Thanks to the ending double play in the 5th, Oldham is now retired 6 in a row until there.
Slasher to left. See if he goes for 2. He thought about it. But a good play to get it in a hurry. So a single for Parker. 1 out version, top of the order. Capalupo. We'll see what he can do at the plate.
Parker goes opposite field. Almost hit the gap. As you say, Masagno does a nice play sliding to keep this ball from getting past him and holding Parker to his single, and I think that's going to be it for Oldham. At least a visit to the mound. This isn't Brian Ham, however. This is the pitching coach. This is Chris Wojcik. going out to check on the ace.
Talking into his fingers for some odd reason. That's a baseball thing. That's
football coaches hide behind the play chart.
the play charts. And so baseball guys decided, what can we do? As you look at the bullpen continuing to get ready just in case the call goes down.
Yeah, basketball guys mic up the huddles, but the football and baseball, I think it's CIA secrets.
Basketball, you can hear everything.
I mean.
It's all out there.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Baseball is more of a superstitious bunch. All right, conference over. One aboard with one down. Leadoff man, 2 for 3 today with a pair of singles. Takes a ball.
And part of that conference, I think, had to do with how do you feel? Fourth time through the order for these guys. They've got a pretty good look at Oldham. More than a pretty good look, a lot of looks at Oldham.
Yeah, it's the fourth AB
And that's
for Capilupo.
That's his 121st pitch as well.
Ideally, just squeeze out 2 more outs from this kid. Let someone else take the reins, and I don't know now, another base hit. Puts 2 aboard with 1 down.
And the tying run's coming to the plate.
Yep, exactly.
And it's the big boys coming up. Ludwig Vandehar, 2 of their better hitters. After Capilupo loops this one into center field for his 3rd hit of the game.
Alex Ludwig.
Yeah, good stroke.
And that's going to be it for Oldham.
Yep, in a hurry out of the dugout and pointing to the left-hander. 122 pitches thrown by the right-hander. And he was a grinder out there for Eastern Connecticut. Dunn gets the call out of the bullpen for Eastern Connecticut State.
Eaton Dunn on for the 18th time, his 10th out of the bullpen. He's got a complete game as a starter, 3 saves as a reliever. Dunn's 5-0 in the year with a 187 earned run average. 57 2/3 innings. He's allowed 45 hits, 12 earned runs. He's walked 11, struck out 57. Opponents have hit 214 against Eaton Dunn.
Oldham did his part as he passes the torch in the baseball. 9 strikeouts. He gave up 8 base hits, Bill, but again, he just was a grinder out there. He just worked hard to get good results and give his team a chance, and that was it. He knew that the bats would find a way to eventually catch up and erupt, which they did in the 6th. So he held the fort, giving up just that 1 tally in the 2nd.
I got him for 10 strikeouts, but walked a couple to go with the 8 hits.
You're right.
And anyway, I agree. 6th and 3rd innings, he gave his team a chance to win. They came back, got him the lead, and now he hands the ball over to Dunn, who's a 5'10", 185-pound senior out of Westfield, Massachusetts.
He inherits a pair of base runners with 1 away. And he's checking that wristband as well for the pitch selection sent to him. Ludwig the batter. You can see where Dunn sets up. He's all the way over on the far side of the mound and kind of throwing across the mound, almost diagonal to home plate. So not centered up, not with the back foot pushing off the center portion of the rubber. You'll see where he lines up right on the very edge and then kind of throws across his body. So right there, still plenty of mound exposed. The 2-0. Pushed foul out of play.
Ludwig got a good pitch to hit there. He's their leading hitter at 364. 2 for 3 today. He's knocked in 45 runs this year. Got a run-scoring single to knock in the only run in the second inning.
That one came in on Ludwig. He fights it off, foul territory. It's caught by Broadhurst, 2 away. I think that surprised Ludwig.
Lefty-lefty matchup does not bode well for Ludwig, and now it's up to Vonderhaar, who didn't look good against Oldham. Struck out the first 2 times, then he went the other way. This guy only struck out 12 times all year. He struck out the first 2 times today, but he should be a pretty good hitter, taking Oldham the other way back in the 5th.
Luke trying for a little 2-out magic here. And takes ball 1.
Off speed against his .344 hitter. Vonderhaar leads the club in RBIs with 68 and home runs with 19. They could use a loud hit here with 2 out in the 7th.
Skips away, but
Parker didn't get a good secondary lead.
no, Malcolm was chasing after that baseball.
Campalupo was halfway to second base, had to put the brakes on because he saw Parker just really didn't make a good base running play. They should both have advanced to a base on that ball.
Instead, you see they stay put, 2-0 to Vonderhaar. Center field. Coming in and off the glove. It scores a run. It's 4-2. Bagdasarian got there and lunged at it. And it hit the leather, but didn't stay in the leather.
I think he mistimed the lunge, didn't he? Ball's well hit, to be sure, and Bagdasarian had to go a long way. Looks like he has it measured, and then, like I say, he mistimed the lunge. It hits off his glove. Claiborne then had to retrieve the ball. Runners are on the corners. The rally continues after Vonderhaar gets a run-scoring 2-out single.
So it's 4-2. Holt the DH. Dunn brings a strike in there.
Holt's a .354 hitters, driven in 23 runs this year. 0 for 2 in this game. Hit the ball hard in the 5th when he lined one out the center and turned into a double play.
1-1. Tying runs aboard here for the Yellowjackets. And a strike, 1-2. Dunn almost got out of this inning in relief, unscathed. But the catch not made, and so going back to work here, trying to keep the lead intact. One-two pitch from Dunn. Fights it off to stay alive.
Yeah, good pitch. And nice job by the DH to give himself another swing.
Baldwin Wallace has scratched out a run here in the 7th to get closer. They'd like to get even closer or tie it. Something to the gap might get the job done.
Vonderhaar was moving back to first. He's intimidated by Dunn's left-handed potential move. He wouldn't have scored from first unless he's figured out Dunn's not coming over there.
That ball's high, 3-2. So now Vonderhaar will get a head start.
And he needs it because, again, second straight pitch, he was heading back to the bag, not taking a secondary lead. But he'll be off with the pitch here. They're going to hold him on at first.
To the gap, but Claiborne gets there. Yellowjackets get a run in the 7th inning. Now trailing 4-2. It was stretch 'em out time here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 4-2 Eastern Connecticut State in front of Baldwin Wallace. Bottom half of the frame. When this one wraps up, we make the infield nice and pretty. Teams get to warm up. Trinity, Texas will take on LaGrange in game number 4 here in day 1, round 1.
Teams in the house watching preparation for game 4. I think they'd like to play. They'll start a little later than they advertised. 7:45 start. Earlier today, Marietta beat Catholic University.
Leading off the bottom of the
Trent
7th,
Valentine
Warriors,
with 8
the catcher, number
4-hit
6.
innings. Sam Matthews finished up. Top team from Marietta looked like it, shutting out Catholic, and they'll play against Salisbury, the defending champ Jimmy Atkins, with a 6-hit complete game. Salisbury beats UW Stevens Point 8-2. So tomorrow, Catholic University will play Stevens Point at 10. Salisbury will play Marietta at 1:15. Loser of this game will play 4:30.
You've got some glimpses there of the Tigers and the Panthers, who, as Bill said, are in the house. Matt Malcolm, the catcher, leading it off here for the Warriors, whose lead is down to 2. And Sagno to follow, and then Rich, the designated hitter. Wilson stays in the pitch. Started this contest in right field. That's a fair ball. Got to get it across in a hurry, and an overthrow by Kalenic. Down to second base goes Malcolm.
That might be a hit and an error. It's a tough chance for Kalenic, who bare hands the ball and then makes an errant throw. He charges it, bare hands the ball, and then tries to, in one motion, make the throw. It's off the mark, gets by Vonderhaar. It's going to certainly be an error. I believe they'll give him a hit as well.
Left fielder number 13, John Misano.
Official score is harsh. He didn't give him a hit. Oh, they haven't put the error up yet either.
Still thinking about it. That's a base hit.
Yeah, but hit in there.
And Masagna will be the batter. That's the third error committed by the Yellowjackets in this ball game. That in between hot. Caught the third baseman in a tough spot. John Masagno nowhere to duck and hide.
Second straight time Wilson has hit Masagno. Came in the game and plunked him.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to start taking it personal. 2 aboard and nobody out.
Designated hitter number 6, Jack Rich.
Well, this is how things started in the last inning when 10 came to the plate and 4 runs were tallied. Here's Rich. Squares, takes a strike. Rich singled and drove in a run to start the 4-run frame.
letting everybody know he wants to bunt. He's done so successfully twice this year. Corner infielders anticipating the bunt for Baldwin Wallace. They're in on the grass.
Drops down a beauty. Wilson's throw, I beg your pardon. Gets Rich, sacrifice complete. Second and third now with one away.
First baseman number 12, Josh Tower.
Tower will step in.
And then you will see an infield drawn in. Is getting late. Baldwin Wallace knows they cannot afford to fall too much further behind. Bringing the infield in, of course, makes Tower a much better hitter percentage-wise.
Josh walked to keep the merry-go-round turning in inning number 6.
And a single in the 5th inning. When Eastern Connecticut also loaded the bases. That inning, they didn't score.
Up in the air near the Eastern dugout, and it's foul. Oh, 0-2 to Josh. Check of the runners to the plate. Tower goes to left. Parker on his horse can't get it. It drops in, and a run will score. 5-2 Eastern Connecticut State. Parker got to the spot, and then the ball dropped in front of him.
And Masagno did not advance a base.
Yeah.
You can figure out if Parker was going to catch it. Here you can see runner going back to tag. Parker with a long way to go. Like you see, he almost gets there, but the ball drops in front of him. Brings in the run. Second RBI of the night for Tower. Second hit of the night for Tower.
And he's saying, hey, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Free ribby.
You betcha.
He was like everyone else in the yard thinking, well, he'll get there. It'll be caught. It was not. So it's 5-2 Warriors.
I think Malcolm was going to tag and score anyway. But
Plantamuro now. And one handcuffed his catcher. 2-0. Warriors threatening to unload on this Yellowjackets team and piecemeal together another big inning. Put this one out of reach to right field this time. Catch is made, and there are 2 down. And Claiborne will be the batter. Runners at the corners now.
Sagno heads up play. I'm not sure the right fielder was aware of the situation as he hit the cutoff man like he had done on 2 balls previously. And the play was at home, but he didn't attempt to make a play to throw out. Masagno going to third. Wilson against Claiborne here now with 2 out.
0-1 to Claiborne. One and one.
Claiborne got credit for an RBI and that big hopper that turned into a fielder's choice. Play at the plate.
Smack foul by Jason. So a run in to bump the lead back to +3 for the Warriors. One and two, Wilson trying to keep it that way. Sagno at third, Tower at first. And Claiborne looking for something he can swat. Instead, it fouls off another one. New baseball is requested. 1-2 one more time. 2-2. Haven't seen a whole lot of throwovers in this contest. Pitchers have mostly been focused on what's happening at home plate. In the air, another foul ball.
And Wilson's had trouble getting the ball over the plate. He's walked 4 and hit 2 batters.
Yeah, came into this game in a tough spot, and it made it tougher on himself and his teammates.
I take that back. He's only walked 2 and hit 2 batters. Gabe walked 4. Anyway, Eastern Connecticut has been the beneficiary of a lot of free passes.
Reaches out off the end of the back. This could be trouble. It is. And another run scores. It was a little nubber that Claiborne put in play. And Ludwig and Kalenic over there, they tried to get over there and make something happen at the last second. No dice.
Hit them where they ain't, as somebody once said. Between the shortstop and the third baseman, Ludwig shrewdly held the ball, but by doing that, Sagno scores the second run of the inning. They've now scored 6 in the last 2 innings and have taken a 4-run lead.
6-2 is the count. Donahue rather takes ball 1.
Claiborne's got 2 RBIs out of the 9 hole for the Warriors.
That one missing, 2-0. Lifted foul. So Wilson, no action in the bullpen. They're asking him to just absorb some innings and absorb some outs here.
He's already thrown 58 pitches.
Yeah.
Inning and 2/3. Or not even an inning. He's only thrown an inning and a third.
(2-1) to Donahue. 3-1, and the ball skips away to advance the runners.
Be a wild pitch, and now a single brings in 2, and all of a sudden the game is pretty wide open. Donahue, tough out. Walked twice in 4 at-bats tonight.
Until Eastern Connecticut put that 4-run 6th inning together, as that will load the bases with the walk. Until then, they were really quiet. They had just 2 base hits, left 5 on base. Gabe had them all kinds of confused, and then
Center fielder number 11.
Gabe lost his command. The Warriors found their stroke. They've knocked Wilson around. And here's Bagdasarian, 9th man to bat here in the 7th. Roll it a second. Guggenheim makes the play, side retired, but 2 more runs on the board for the Warriors, and they're half the 7th inning. We go to the 8th. There's your score after 7. 6-2 Warriors over the Yellowjackets.
Connecting our unique stories.
How about some more scenics of Cedar Rapids, Bill Brophy?
Well, it's beautiful at dusk,
Greater.
and that's where we are. At dusk, and in Cedar Rapids is, again, that's on the banks of the Cedar River, 20 miles north of Iowa City, 100 miles northeast of Des Moines, which is the state capital and the largest city in Iowa. This is the 2nd largest city in Iowa, and for the 3rd time, the host of the NCAA Division III Baseball Championships. Baldwin Wallace leads base runners.
Indeed. Down by 4 here, top of the 8th inning.
Second baseman number 7, Ryan Guggenheim.
Guggenheim will lead it off and try to get things in gear here late. It's getting late for the Yellowjackets.
Down to their last 6 outs. UConn looking to win for the 45th time. Big year in baseball, college baseball in Connecticut. The Connecticut Huskies won 45 games this year. They're playing Wake Forest right now, I believe, in the NCAA Division I regionals. That's the most in school history. And Eastern Connecticut with 44 wins, looking for their 19th in a row. Those are pretty good years.
Repping the state quite well on the diamond.
UConn was a ranked team for much of the year. They stumbled down the stretch and lost 5 of the last 8 in the regular season, fell out of the rankings, but won the Big East Championship last week.
And this Warriors team, with all those wins piled up and the impressive numbers, one of the favorites coming into this 8-team field.
Yeah, they actually are top ranked in Division3.com's baseball rankings. Marietta has the top seed here, but the Jim Dixon and the Pat Coleman and the D3 folks had Eastern Connecticut as the top ranked team, Marietta second.
Strikeout there by Dunn to start the 8th inning, 1 away. We'll see how things unfold here. If indeed it ends up being 1-2, then it would be State against Marietta. But again, a long way to get there. Marietta did its part this morning. State trying to do its part this evening and get one step closer. The batter's Drew Wilson. That one bounced up there.
Dunn is perfect in 10 career decisions. He's not lost a game.
Two and one the count to Wilson.
5-0 this year, as we mentioned earlier, but pretty good career.
Up the middle, base hit, it gets through. Jackets need base runners. There's one as Wilson gets his first hit of the day. And the batter will be Monicki.
Catcher number 47, Mark Monicki.
Activity in the Eastern Connecticut bullpen.
Ball one, and out trots
Malcolm.
the catcher.
And the pitching coach coming out, too. I think there's got to be something mechanical with both he and the pitching coach.
This is animated. This was a run. This was a sprint out to the mound. And then right in the face of Dunn.
Chris Wojcik is the pitching coach for the Warriors.
That was all business right there. You got a 4-run lead. Up in the air, left field side, foul territory. Broadhurst, tough sailing over there. You got your teammates, you got a mound.
And you don't know the ballpark.
You don't.
You mentioned earlier. They worked out here yesterday, but it's a big ballpark. You don't know how much room you got in foul territory. It's pretty easy to sit up here and say you should have made that play. But, again, unfamiliar territory. The sun's, he's looking up into the sun at this time of day. That's a tough play. And, well, he didn't make it. And it gives Mohickey another chance.
Gets that chance, puts it in play, and gives it a ride. All the way to the wall. It bounces off the wall in left center. They're going to wave Wilson home. Throw will come home, not in time. 6-3 is the score on an RBI double by the Yellowjackets catcher.
Sends a message, we're not going away. Again, these guys can mash. Nice piece of hitting here. Goes the other way. Strong man to hit it that far. That's one of the longer drives we've seen today. And falls between Bagdasarian and Bisagno. Manham was waving Wilson the whole way. They get a run, and they've got a runner at second with one out here in the eighth. The 6-3 game, pitcher back to the mound. Malcolm, I think this might be just to buy time for the reliever in the bullpen. They look down there to ask if he's ready yet.
Yeah, they'll chat it up. And that's enough chatting to the bullpen.
Yeah, Brian Albee is the guy who's throwing. He's their closer, and he's coming in.
He'll inherit a runner with one away and a 3-run lead here in the top of the eighth inning as we step aside in Cedar Rapids. A brings in Mr. Albee, the bearded one, to try to close this one out.
Brian Albee's had quite the year. He's 11-0 with a 1.53 earned run average. His 24th appearance, his 16th out of the bullpen. Got 4 saves. In 76 in the third innings, he's allowed 47 hits, 13 earned runs. He's walked 22, struck out 58. Opponents have hit but 181 against the bearded one. Albee is the most wins in Division III without a loss. 11-0 is a pretty good year.
Now pitching for the Warriors.
Again, quick review. He inherits the runner at second base. A run in here in the eighth inning. One away.
Albee 6'2", 200 pounds, a senior from Killingly, Connecticut.
And Kullinek will be the batter. 0 for 3 so far in this contest, but opportunity with a base hit to knock in a run and make it a 2-run contest. He tried right there and fouled it off. Good swing by the third baseman there. Now see if he can barrel one up and put it in play.
Tough spot for a freshman.
And a strike. Albee gets ahead quickly, 0-2.
They still need base runners. That's the tying run in the on-deck circle. Ball's loose from somewhere in the ballpark. Nobody's throwing in the bullpen. I don't know where that came from.
Darn kids.
Yeah, but Donahue throws it to the kids on the berm.
Ah, there's the culprits. 0-2 on the way. Comebacker. Look back the runner at second, get the out at first. 2 down. And the batter will be Parker. Pitcher's best friend. Wasn't hit extremely hard. Had to spin around and glove it. Now the number 9 hitter. Parker scored 2 of the 3 runs for the Yellowjackets today.
He's 2 of their 11 hits as well.
Missing outside, 1-1. Albie deals, comes inside that time, 2-1.
Again, love for Parker to get on and get the top of the order back up there. Because then Kapalupa would be the tying run.
Chopper to second. Inning over. Yellowjackets get a run back to get closer. Down by 3, but 3 outs remaining, and their hopes to advance here on day 1. Warriors remain in front after surrendering a run. Their lead is +3 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning.
Drew Wilson has gone back to right field, and we've got a new pitcher on the mound. These numbers are going to drive you and I crazy.
Brown on Brown.
Yeah.
That's Steve Spadell.
Yeah, this is
Spidell, I beg your pardon. Steve Spidell.
Yeah, Steve's a senior from Mount Eaton, Ohio, 6'2", 220. And on the year, Spidell's 4-0 with a 4.22 earned run average. This is his 18th appearance, 16th out of the bullpen. He's got a save. Spidell in 32 innings has allowed 20 hits, 15 earned runs. He's walked 28, struck out 34. Opponents have hit 175 against this right-hander.
Snaps it in there on his first pitch with authority. Broadhurst the batter, Malcolm to follow, and Masagno.
He's had a big year, but a tough night. Hunters of 425 hitters, 0 for 3. Had a walk and scored in the 4-run 6th inning that got us started and finished it. He set 10 men at the plate. Got the lead for the first time, and they've held on since.
Numbers on the board are funky. You've got Baldwin Woodville, 3 runs on 11 hits, but the 3 errors.
Baldwin Wallace has left 9. Eastern Connecticut. Going to give that line?
I will. 6 runs on 6 hits, no errors. What, 10 left on base?
Yes, they have.
10 left. I mean,
including the bases loaded the last 3 innings.
Yeah. They took advantage finally in the 6th inning, but just odd digits for both teams. If you didn't watch the game and you looked at the numbers, you'd think we made them up.
Well, they benefited from 7 walks and 2 hit batsmen and the 3 errors you mentioned. So they've had a lot of traffic on the bases, particularly on the 5th inning on.
And here we go, a walk to start the 8th. As the Warriors will try to pad their 3-run cushion, needing 3 more outs in the top of the 9th.
Back in right field.
Bullpen action again for Baldwin Wallace.
The batter is the catcher, number 7, Matt Malcolm.
You see Spidell huffing and puffing, working hard. He'll face Malcolm now. That one gets away 1-0. See the action there over the shoulder of Spidell. Can't let this deficit balloon to more than 3 if you want a chance in the 9th.
And that's why they're buying time here to let the reliever get hot in the bullpen. I don't think this is to talk about strategy or anything. This is just buying time.
That's Aiden Bennett warming, right-hander. Back at it. Matt Malcolm sitting 1-0. Make it 2-0.
Spidell's struggling with command. 6 of his 8 pitches have been for balls.
And misses there, 3-0. He throws hard to be sure. All arms and legs coming at the plate, but location hasn't found it yet. Found it there, 3-1.
Malcolm taken all the way.
Another body racing out to the Yellowjackets bullpen. Nick Baldis, a left-hander, will get heated. Count is full. Three-two on the way.
If you're tuning in expecting the pregame show for LaGrange and Trinity, you got a while. Maybe about an hour between games. But it is not going to start at 7:45.
First 2 games played here today over in Pool A were crisp affairs. And this one was moving at that similar pace through the first 5 innings. Real pitcher's duel. And then Eastern Connecticut State, the Bats made the most of some opportunities. Swing and a miss there. No throwdown.
Right.
Boy, Monicki, yeah,
I think he's going to call him out for interference. I think it's going to be a double play.
I think so. On the follow through, you see Monicki, his hand knocked off, I think, the batting helmet of Malcolm.
And Malcolm, being a catcher, I think knew it.
Yeah.
Well, they're sending the base runner back to first. Brian Ham's getting the explanation right now from the plate umpire. So they're sending the runner back, saying he.
So, yeah, the K on Malcolm, but not allowed to advance then, is Broadhurst.
You can see here that Malcolm interferes with.
Oh, yeah, boom. On the follow through, he swiped and got a piece of the helmet, the batting helmet. Here's Masagno now with 1 away.
Sagno 0 for 2 was hit by a pitch twice by Wilson.
This one high in the dusk-filled sky. Shortstop is out there. Ludwig to make the catch. 2 down. And Rich, the designated hitter, steps in with 2 away.
Rich with a 1 scoring single and the 4-run 6th.
Number 6, Jack Rich.
Also put down a bunt. One of the key plays in the 2-run 7th.
Ball one high to Jack. LaGrange in Trinity, Texas. They are fans for the moment, watching the proceedings, late proceedings of this one. They'll take the field when this one goes final. Then we do it all again tomorrow. Saturday morning baseball to kick it off at 10 a.m. Central Time. Up the middle, a base hit for Rich. 2 aboard with 2 down. And it's Towers' turn again.
The first baseman, number 12, Josh Tower.
Josh has been busy. Pair of singles, a walk, 2 runs driven in. Takes a strike there.
Yeah, he's been in the middle of most everything for the Warriors.
I call him Josh. It's Jack. I beg your pardon. Rich family. Jack swings and misses. Spidell took something off on that pitch, to be sure.
No, you were right. This is Josh Tower hitting. The scoreboard is wrong.
Oh, yes. They have Jack Rich up. It's Josh Tower.
I told you, you're right. They're wrong.
Hey,
Believe in yourself.
No, I don't believe the little man in my head. I usually wave him off. No, you're wrong.
Everything you said about Josh Tower is correct. He's
Yes.
2 for 3.
Now they've changed it.
2 runs driven in, 2 singles, and the scoreboard has finally caught up with Bob on
Yes.
its 3-0 pitch.
It's the bespeckled Josh Tower. And yes, that line on the scorecard is correct for Josh.
There's a
See,
good
there
look
it
at
is.
Josh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wears the glasses in the photo and when he plays baseball. Oh, man. Took one there. Looked like right off the foot. And the bases are loaded with Warriors. Yeah, he needs a moment. Going to take the glasses off and the helmet as well.
First base coach Len Reed in his 25th season down there, checking with Josh.
Yeah. Oh, there. See, there's the problem. It hit off his toe, and then the ball caromed up and knocked the glasses and the helmet off. That's no fun. Bases loaded. Plantamuro. Watch this, my friend. I mean, this is like double jeopardy. Doink. It's the double doink.
Yeah. 4th straight inning, Eastern Connecticut's loaded the bases. They left them the sacks filled to end the last 3 innings.
Yeah, again, fun with numbers, right? If they leave them loaded here, you'll look at the box score and look at all the men we left on base. Yeah, but we won the game.
If they do win
If
the
they
game.
do, yeah,
I mean, it's still a 3-run game
Yeah.
unless Plantamoro comes with a 2-out hit here.
Again, they took advantage of that situation in the 6th inning, but they've had many more for the taking to really blow the doors off of this game. Another one here with 2 away. Cut off by the third baseman. Can't handle it.
It would be the 4th error of the game, and you can't afford to do that in the NCAA tournament. It brings in a run. The bases remain loaded, but it's now a 4-run game, and it's got to make this play.
Kalenic, he steps in front of Ludwig, and that is an E5, and that is number 4.
The right fielder, number 15,
Yeah.
Jason Claiborne.
freshman on the big stage and the routine play, and he just didn't make it.
7-3 now. Here's Jason Claiborne.
The fourth straight inning they've had an error as well. And that is the story of the game. Is they've played sloppy defense. They've given too many walks and hit batters. And that's why you don't win.
One and one to the number 9 hitter. Really a tale of two different games here for Eastern Connecticut State and for Baldwin Wallace for that matter. Through the first 5 innings, they don't give up a run. And
Gabe kept him off balance with that changeup.
Yeah,
and he just ran out of gas.
And then the 6th inning comes, and 10 men come to the plate. 7th inning, they send 9 to the plate. This is the 7th man to bat here in the 8th inning. And there you have it. And this inning will continue. That may clear the bases. Oh, it will.
And this will turn into a one-sided game.
Claiborne sends all 3 gentlemen home on a 3-run triple.
5 RBIs for the number 9 hole hitter. And the people that have made the trip from Connecticut are having a good time.
Double digits now on the board in the runs column. 10-2 the score. Another pitch, or 10-3 the score, I beg your pardon. Another pitching change forthcoming will give us a break as well. Here in Cedar Rapids. Aiden Bennett will try to.
Aiden Bennett's out of Naples, Florida. 6'6", 220 pounds. He's a big lad. On the year, Aiden's 3-1 with a 4.60 ERA, his 11th appearance, only his 3rd out of the bullpen, and 31 in the 3rd innings. The Floridians 31 hits, 16 earned runs. He's walked 21, struck out 42. Opponents have hit 254 against the big right-hander.
He'll face Zach Donahue. Knocks it down. Glove comes off. Throw to first is in time to get the 3rd out. He throws 1 pitch, lost his leather, and remained calm. Went and got the baseball to get the out. Another look.
Hard hit ball. Knocked the glove off. Then keeps his poise and throws out the runner to end the rally.
10-3, we go to the 9th. They've got a lot of breathing room here in the top of the 9th inning. A 10-3 lead. 3 outs to go. And they will advance in bracket 2.
Eastern Connecticut averages 10.2 runs per game. They've got 10 runs tonight. And Albie's got a big lead as he works the 9th.
Yeah, all those opportunities. Baldwin Woodville, you're dancing with the devil there. All these bases loaded opportunities, and they didn't always cash in, did the Warriors, but eventually they would find a way, and they have.
Donahue makes the play to retire Capalupo. Yeah, Eastern Connecticut still has stranded 11 runners, so
that's amazing.
11, Alex Ludwig.
1 down. Here's Ludwig, I beg your pardon.
Baldwin Wallace has out-hit Eastern Connecticut 11-8, but trailed by a touchdown and an extra point. They have stranded 9 themselves, so they had opportunities, but Oldham, Dunn, and now Albee have pitched well when they had to. Struck out a lot of hitters.
In the air, left field. Shallow left. Caught by the third baseman, Broadhurst. 2 down.
Eastern Connecticut looks like they will play tomorrow afternoon about 4:30 against the winner of our late game tonight, LaGrange against Trinity, Texas. Those teams will play in about an hour, approximately at 8:45, 8:50 start time, unless this gets prolonged. And Baldwin Wallace will play tomorrow. Excuse me, Eastern Connecticut will play the late game tomorrow, so they'll play about 7:45.
Correct.
Baldwin Wallace will play at approximately 4:30 Central Time tomorrow.
Also correct.
Against the loser of the LaGrange Trinity, Texas game. That will be an elimination game.
That is correct.
Thank you for affirming.
Ooh, Albee. And he goes down. The out is made. The game is over, but the concern is the pitcher, Albee.
Again, this is a guy 11-0 on the year with 4 saves, and where did that hit him? And what will it do to the future of Albee in this tournament?
He's up. He's slow to get up. You saw everyone rally around their pitcher. Yeah, and the oddity is that it caromed over to the first base side. They got the out to end the ball game, and Albee probably didn't even know it. Take another look if you can.
Ball scorched by Vonderhaar. I think it hits him in the knee. Oh, hits him in the foot,
yeah,
the ankle. And then caroms over to Tower, the first baseman, who almost in stride takes the ball and goes to the bag to end the game. Albee seems to be okay, but you know the training staff going to get ice on that in a big way and in a hurry.
So there it is.
5 RBIs for Jason Claiborne. Eastern Connecticut outlast Baldwin Wallace, the top seed in Pool B. He'll play at 7:45 tomorrow night. Baldwin Wallace will play at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon.
We got another game on tap. The final one here on day number 1. This one, game 3, goes final. 10-3 the final. For Bill, I'm Bob, and our entire crew. We'll see you again soon on NCAA.com.
Eastern Connecticut